boys pee all over my Spanx. It's a disaster. They aren't crotchless enough. I don't want to play goalie, but for $100 I'll be goalie. My twerking skills are for the bedroom, not for the club. The doctor said when I have sex I have to lay down for, like, 10 to 20 minutes, so, I just had sex before you guys got here. He said it takes 10 minutes for a sperm to swim up there. I'm going to wait like 5 more minutes just for this to marinate inside of me. I and the Yeezy designer were having sex 500 times a day. I was somebody who gained 60 or 70 pounds in my pregnancies and felt so unlike myself and so unsexy. Literally, at the end, when you can't even have sex, I thought, I'm never going to have sex again in my life. I just felt so bad about myself in my soul. But I'd say 8 months later, I had probably my best body ever. I felt like, I did this. I lost all this weight on my own. I feel better than ever. I just put my body through that, and so it was empowering when I did a nude shoot. I'm actually uncomfortable when I talk about sex, and I'm more conservative when it comes to that. But I'm vain like that. I can go on a set and be fully naked in front of 50 people doing a shoot, but if I'm one-on-one, intimate in bed, I'm like shy and insecure. One time Pete was like, "Babe, let's go get some ice cream at Thrifty." And I was like, "Oh, my God, you are making me so fucking horny." Rite Aid. Thrifty. It was literally, like, one of the best nights of my life. I don't like big balls on a dog. Men are attracted to me because of my personality. I'm definitely not grateful. If I had one regret, that would be it. If I were to do it again and live my life again, I wouldn't do that again. If I had the information and known better, I would have done better. I am not against Botox and I would never judge anyone else for getting any kind of surgical or non-surgical procedure, but I think when you're young there are other ways you can look after your skin. Botox just wasn't necessary for me at this age. After 5 months I swore I'd never get pregnant again. I got so huge and it felt like someone had taken over my body. When someone asks me, "What do you do?" under my breath I want to say, "Ask my fucking bank account what I do." I was about to get in the shower, I took a nude selfie, kept it in my phone for over a year. I just liked the picture, so I was like, let me put censor bars on it and post it. I don't do things to be like, this is powerful. I'm going to show you guys that this is my message. I'm not that type of person. I am confident and not trying to hide my bump. I actually want to accentuate it. Leggings killed velour sweatsuits. I used to only wear them until leggings came along. I'm at lunch. The woman at the table next to me is breastfeeding her baby with no cover-up. Embrace your curves and who you are. I feel proud if young girls look up to me and say, "I'm curvy," and I'm proud of it now. I am Armenian, so of course I am obsessed with laser hair removal. Arms, bikini, legs, underarms, my entire body is hairless. I used to be super trendy and totally sexy. But I look back now and I used to want everything short and low cut, and you really can't do it all. The perfect date for me would be staying at home, making a big picnic in bed, eating Whatsits and cookies while watching cable TV. I mean, Is called me a bitch in his songs. That's just, like, what they say. I never once think, what a derogatory word. How dare he? Not in a million years. I have to be in a relationship in order to be intimate. I'm not the one-night stand kind of girl. Despite the rumors, I'd like to be remembered as someone who was smart in business, works hard, and can be sexy, and a mom. A powerful but still sexy, non-conforming woman. I am pretty honest about a lot of things that young girls question, like their body image. Of my own, I like my upper stomach. I just seem to always have ABS when I'm not really pregnant. I have a great 2-pack. I think the most important thing is, I always liked help with feeding essentials like breastfeeding stuff, because it's really tricky. It would be really sexy to have George Clooney once. I think he is so sexy. Every girl who has dated a football player, they all have sex the same way. Kim's style is very sexy. She loves anything tight that hugs her body, and she's also very trendy. And of Kanye's, I have to say his heart. And I've always loved his legs. If labor's worse than this, I'll hang myself. I'll literally take a knife and slit my throat. I'm not buying her a fucking pair of shoes, I bought her a fucking career. Kanye always says dress sexier. He's always the most encouraging. I like nudity. I'm kind of shocked I'm getting a fashion award when I'm naked most of the time. Is that not ridiculous that people thought that Justin Bieber and I were on a romantic vacation in the Bahamas? And I just happened to wear a gown as my swimsuit and red lips, and he's dressed in a suit in the ocean? Seriously, who would walk to the beach like that? I'm honored that Kanye calls me his perfect bitch. I love it. I know he doesn't mean it in a negative way when he says that word. I hate it when women wear the wrong foundation color. It might be the worst thing on the planet when they wear their makeup too light. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days. I couldn't care less if they said I was pregnant with twins by my brother. If I was a man, I would want to know what it's like to have sex with myself. I would just want to know what it would feel like hitting it from the back. Fuck you, stop laying on the ground just to get a picture up my ass. Literally, they're constantly up my ass and I'm over it. I only just started wearing underwear a month ago, and I never wore underwear until then. The first person I talk to is Kanye because he's right there next to me in bed. I'll say, "Do you want to go for a run?" And he usually does. Or he won't because he has a workout. So we'll just talk about that. Then kisses. For me, skinny is just a style of jeans, not a goal. There are paparazzi everywhere, that's a fact. If I go out in bright sunlight, all my cellulite will be lit up and visible. If it's overcast, you can't see it. It annoys me whenever someone says, "What do you actually do?" All I think is, how are you so ignorant that you don't know? I mean, what an uneducated question. I used to be so dependent on the guys I was in a relationship with. I don't know why, because I wasn't raised that way. If I looked at myself at 19, I would shake myself and be like, "Wake up. You are way too smart for this."